Hola, mi gente, and welcome to
Stays Crunchy and Milk.
If you have questions or comments, queries, statements, or otherwise, we have multiple ways to be reached. Twitter is, of course, the best way for those that need instant gratification, and the show's Twitter feed is @SkimPod. That is SKIMPOD. That's where I like to fight. For the more patient amongst you, the email address for the show is podcast@stayscrunchyandmilk.com. That's crunchy being spelled with a K. We're available via Apple Podcasts, Stitcher Radio, TuneIn Radio, Google Play, Spotify, and a partridge in a pear tree. And of course the website, stayscrunchyandmilk.com. Please rate, review, subscribe, and share the show. And a band plays on here at Skim, and to that end we provide you a Podcast, a musical discussion podcast built on a hip-hop foundation, and you know what? It's dope. Our personal Twitters are Tatum216, Lunchbox 2099, your host, the Internet's Tayrell713, and me? Well, damn it, I'm the real ODP.
Whatever cleaning product they're using in here today is bumping.
I said the same exact thing when we walked in. I said it smells like cleaner in here.
Whereas I can't smell it at all because I'm still kind of broken.
Yeah.
Make sure it's actually going. It is live from the comfy confines of, what is it, 230 Huron Road East. Stage Crunchy Milk, it's episode 220. He knows because he checked this morning. We back at it. You can hear the little subtle, slow jazz grooves playing in the background. I don't even know what they put on today. Usually it's pop music, but it's terrible.
This is what I imagine with, like, they be playing at like a funeral home.
A funeral home?
It'd be a bummer funeral if they had this track a little too low.
No, it's real soft. It's got like an angelic feel to it. Like, it's okay. Grandmama's with heaven now.
Usually they don't play anything at a funeral home, so you don't have that any kind of emotion here or there. They usually play a funeral dirge at the funeral, but at the actual funeral home, which I've spent many a times at, they don't play anything to kind of.
We don't throw around dirge enough.
Oh,
I mean, I like that word.
I think dirge, funeral dirge is the only reason I know to use dirge.
Are there any other types of dirges you want?
I don't know.
Like, is there a marriage dirge or whatever?
Is it the dirge? Is that called a dirge when those people are playing at the Indians game?
Question is, then maybe you, listener, could answer for us because
They don't.
I ain't looking it up.
Yeah, we only got like one person that responds to anything.
Hey, every now and again we show up in my man Sleeper Hits
Yeah, Sleeper isn't his wife with child now? And
with child. What are you doing? You look like an English novel today. The funeral dirge is with child.
I would have said the same thing.
Yeah,
With child.
like I kind of feel like he's his focus is elsewhere, which I'm fine with. Your life gets so much different when it comes to kids.
Well, he already been helping out with his nieces and nephews, so he kind of already been on the parent train. This is extra, of course, because it's your kid.
It's extra.
Did he have any of his own?
Oh,
this
I know it's funny we're discussing a listener's life on air, but
well, words of my man asleep and his lovely wife who are expecting. They're first. I think he already finished the nursery and everything at last check, so it's coming along well.
Yeah.
now we talking about like his wife, or like all the women he hits on Twitter. Like, is it like Tara, the voice actress? What's her name? Tara Strong?
Tara Strong. Yeah, I'd hit on her on Twitter. I don't think I actually would hit on anybody on Twitter, but I can understand why one would. She's a lovely woman.
Yeah. Don't be blowing our dude's spot up, Lunch. Damn.
His wife knows.
Okay, well, anywho.
Yeah, that's been the joke.
Yeah, I just feel like I got nieces and nephews that I'm close to, but
Not even nowhere near as close to you as your own seeds. We're like,
yeah, I mean, I kind of feel like even if you do, like, sometimes when you just have one kid, it's just like, well, I'm a dad, but then it's like, I kind of feel like when I had two, it really hit home.
pro level daddery.
Yeah, like, you know, I think if we'd have had Emery first, I don't think we'd have had another kid. Because Anthony was easy. Like, he went to sleep. He was, like, pretty quiet. like Emery, like you know.
There was no attention competition then.
No, it wasn't even about like that. It was just like right out the gate. It's like, well, Anthony did have that yellow bastard disease, but then
Lily livered son of a bitch.
and then like they were saying like Emery had a heart murmur, like he pooped in the
On the way out.
on the way out. It was just like, and then like I actually got to have my 16 weeks with him instead of just like a couple weeks. So I felt like it was a more bonding experience than just, you know, just like oh, you breastfeeding? I'll be back. I'll be back in 10 minutes. So I feel like you can have different levels of daddery.
Word.
So like I said, it could be, you know, because I know he got pets too.
Yeah, he got. He has I know he has a cat and a dog.
Yeah, it's like I said, it's way different. I know you can like have kids, you know, in your life. Hey, you pick them up every afternoon, but it's just a different level of non-detachment. Cause you can easily detach from like, you still got to go home with your mom, or I still don't got to do this.
Well, I hear you. Speaking of I guess feedback. I don't know if you, our regular listeners, know that the show now just rarely goes up on YouTube every week. It was just easy as clicking a button on the site, and so it happens every week. If you want to go listen to the show on YouTube, you are so inclined to. And every now and again, I just go peek over there to see what's happening.
That's where the real racism is.
No, but every now and again, we just get an interesting comment like, man, never look up, what did it say? Don't look up, something like, don't look up a squirter on YouTube. Because if that's how they came across our episode, it's called Two Finger Squirter. It just made me chuckle that somebody responded to that.
Yeah, I was, I don't know how I came across this on YouTube, but it's like people like fake sucking dick and stuff on there. Like it's, what, ANS?
ASMR.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yes, it is.
I don't know if it's even fake. I just know it was weird.
Also, how does that clear their standards, I guess?
It's just a sound, I guess.
Yeah, I guess like it's becoming like a popular thing as far as like it's like a therapy thing.
Oh.
So it's supposed to like
Like
activate the senses.
I get
The weighted blankets of dick sucking or something?
I get it. For certain ASMR things, it kind of makes sense to me, but what's that doing for the...
I mean, they've been piping it into porn for years now.
Yeah,
So.
like it's like lots of different ones, like eating chalk and stuff. Like I think it came from watching Good Mythical Morning.
Okay.
They did an episode where they were eating chalk, and I think that was like, I guess somehow got into it through there. But yeah, that was super weird.
I have attempted to listen to some ASMR stuff to see what it's about, especially if they have a really good binaural microphone.
A binaural microphone.
Yes,
Wow.
basically it'll hit each side of your head, and like you'd be like, okay, yeah.
Like listening to Boogie on Reggae Woman.
So, but it does nothing. It just doesn't. It doesn't. And I'm a guy who actually kind of do get tingles from certain sounds and stuff like that. There, but I've not found an ASMR video that touches my soul like. So I can't call it. But
Yeah.
I'm never knocking people who enjoy it. It's just not me.
Yeah, I guess they still had the liberty of listening to porn with sound.
Turn it up. Oh my goodness. So the homie here is about to fly out tomorrow, and I just recently flew back myself.
Yeah, I was watching this show on what's that show called that we were talking about yesterday with the from BuzzFeed when they be tasting it.
Oh, Worth It.
Worth It, and they had a couple good things on there, like they had some Wagyu beef steaks, and I meant to hit you up, but I got busy yesterday lunch about like did you have any inkling to want to have some Wagyu beef?
Oh yeah, definitely. I've had it before. It's amazing.
You did? How much did you pay for the steak?
Like $100.
It's Australian, right? Wagyu's the Australian one?
No, it's Japanese.
Japanese.
I thought Kobe was the Japanese one.
Kobe's Australian.
Like your Wagyu beef, it's like fat all up and through there.
Yeah. I watch a YouTube channel. What's his name? Guga.
Oh,
Yeah, Guga Eats.
Sous vide everything in Google Foods.
Yeah, Google Foods. Forgive
Okay.
me. And he discusses the striations of the fat all throughout a cut of a good Wagyu beef, and because he had ordered some, and he gets it like frozen and shipped to him.
Okay.
But he says it still holds up really well. So I'm like, that's dope. But it's so interesting to me how that works. You know what I'm saying? You look and you're like, oh, a whole lot of fat. What's going on there? But I guess, the fat, when you cook it right, melts and kind of spreads out, makes for a tenderer, more flavorful meat.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that's kind of dope. But in general, what is your flight foibles? What do you do when you land? What do you do just to make your whole journey better?
I don't have like a superstition of any kind. I don't have a pattern. I literally just go. I check in. Get if I try to not travel with luggage because I don't like having to pay the extra money and then getting it through the turnstiles and everything.
Yeah, time out on your story. I'm lucky I actually listened to you because it's been a couple times especially because your birthday is so close. It's like, I'm going to get Lunch this. But then I was just like, I'm not going to get him that because he doesn't even need that. Because I was going to get you some luggage tags. I'm just like, I just remember how when you went to Florida, you was just like, I was like, what bag are you taking? He was like, I'm taking this bag. And it was like a drawstring bag. I was like, this nomad motherfucker don't need that. So...
But that's not a really interruption. That makes sense.
Yeah, I am taking the red DC bag this time though.
Okay.
I don't really want to take that one. I kind of want to borrow my roommate's, my tenant's bag.
Bah.
But I already packed up the red one.
Yeah.
Only because his is kind of like a stand-up one.
Yeah, with the wheels.
Whereas mine is it has wheels, but it doesn't stand up. It's like a duffel bag with wheels on it.
Yeah.
So it's a little different, but it does stand out on a turnstile.
Yeah,
Or a bag return, or whatever you want to call it.
That's very helpful.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna take the red DC bag, and then I'll have my drawstring bag for my power, my phone charger, and all that kind of stuff, and I'll just carry that on with me.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I go to the terminal, I sit there, wait until my thing's called, then I get on the plane, and then I cross my arms, fold my legs, and hope that I don't crush people around me for the duration of the flight.
Yeah. So, almost always in most situations I'm flying with somebody I know. This was the first time in a long time I flew by myself. When I was to Boston for my birthday.
Vanessa ain't come with you?
Oh, that's me.
Oh.
That was a dolo move, sir.
That's how you know you're committed to something, when you're willing to take a flight by yourself to go there.
Yeah,
I like to think so.
I kind of feel like most things I would like to do in life. Not that I'm old. I don't know. I think I will. Like when we were in DC not too long ago, I kind of feel like, damn, if I was by myself, I could have got so much more done. Because going with the kids is cool, but they can only do so much shit. And then when we were in the Smithsonian, I'm the only one that wanted to go to the popular Smithsonian.
Yeah.
Everybody else wanted to go to the History Museum, Smithsonian. So the cool shit I wanted to see, the Batmobile and stuff like that, nobody cared about that. I probably and then when
It's funny because I would care more about that. I wouldn't give a shit about the history one.
The history one was nice, because I enjoyed the movie The Squid and the Whale, and I know what that is now.
Yeah.
But if I'd have been by myself, I could have surely hit up the African History Museum. The African American History Museum by myself. I'd have been up in time. I wouldn't have to worry about hey, put on your shoes. Let's go. I could have just got it done and got out and been done and been back by 3:00 in the afternoon.
Yeah, a little solo travel. It's good for the soul, bro.
Oh yeah.
I'm just telling you that right now because it was lovely to be in that town. Town I had been to by myself before, but it's been a long while. and just get there. Found out my hotel is on a strip, on a drag that I know very well.
Yeah.
I got it because it was close to the theater, but I was like, oh, I know exactly where I'm at, and then I can just maneuver anywhere and everywhere at that point. I was basically like square in the center between like this restaurant I love to go to for breakfast, this movie theater I fuck with. Up the road is basically the hotel I normally stay at during PAX, and so I know that whole neighborhood up that way. It was really great.
Yeah.
And so I dig it. But flying out, I was by myself, like the entire row, like all the way across the plane. Nobody was in that row but me. I pay for the extra leg room on JetBlue, and nobody else did. I'm like, y'all play yourself because I'm paying for these. I'm playing. It's like where I can tall. You know how tall I am, how fat I am in general. Stretch my legs all the way out without touching nothing. It's dope. I love it.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, I had to sit next to somebody, but we was cool. We was both men, so we both trying to like not bump each other off the middle of the armrest. We didn't know we was trying to share or not, because dudes get all whatever. So he basically lean and I basically lean. So we basically like, let's not touch, all right? And the truth, I actually don't care. I will touch, but I can tell he was uncomfortable. So I was like, all right, bro, it's okay.
Yeah, I don't have those kind of qualms about like if I'm on the bus or something like that and I'm touching somebody's elbow. I'm like, it's cool.
Like, my dude, this ain't going nowhere. I don't know you. You don't know me. It's just my elbow, bro. So I truly wasn't worried about it.
Sexuality is fluid these days, guys. Just
Well,
go ahead.
the flights, at least the one, I don't remember, because I had to pick my seat for both of them.
Yeah.
Because since I'm taking the bag, I went ahead and bought the package where like I have the bag check and then I get to pick my own seat and I get a carry-on bag or whatever. So, because like checking a bag was like $40-some, and like adding the other stuff was like another $30.
Yeah.
So I was like, I might as well like just pick the seat that way, so I like can pick the bigger one.
Yeah.
So this will be the first time on a plane where I have a window seat.
Okay.
So like I've seen out the window usually because I'm taller than most of the time than people sitting next to me, so I can see over them. But this is the first time where I'll be sitting there and like I can choose if the window's open or not. Or
Yeah.
And how do you feel about that? Because I know you're not a fan of heights.
I don't mind looking out the plane, like when it's up in the air.
Yeah.
It's kind of the takeoff that like bothers me a little bit.
Okay.
It's like that roller coaster feeling is awful.
So like I don't look out the window when we're going up. I just kind of close my eyes and I just let it happen.
Do you have a sleep like a eye mask?
I have the one that you had talked about back like a couple months back with the Bluetooth in it.
Oh wow, you do?
Yeah.
That's freaking sweet.
Yeah, I was telling him when we were coming down here that I'm planning on bringing it with me because I'm going to be tired of shit because my flight is at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like, that's when the plane takes off.
Okay.
So I have to be at the airport at like 4 something.
Yeah.
So, like, and I have bowling tonight, so I'm not going to get home until after 10.
Okay.
And I still have a couple things to put in the bag, like, because I didn't pack up my brush and my comb and shit because I've been having to get ready for work the last 2 days.
Yeah.
So I still have to put a couple things in the bag tonight. And make sure, like, do a double check, make sure I got everything, got enough shirts and shit. And so, yeah, I'm probably going to get, like, a quick little nap tonight and then have to get right back up.
Yeah. So, okay. So how many days are you gonna be gone?
I'm flying out tomorrow morning, so Wednesday morning. And then my flight back home is Saturday night at, like, 10:30, 11 o'clock at night. So I'll get back into Cleveland Sunday at, like, 6:30 a.m.
So Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's really just 3 days, right?
Yeah, I packed 5 pairs of socks, 5 pairs of underwear.
That was just about to ask you.
Always the extra, man.
Because I don't know, like, shit happens.
Literally.
And it's like, I don't know, like, if I'm going to go out one afternoon to be real hot and I get sweaty and then have to go to a dinner that night or something. So I packed, an extra set.
Yeah, I usually double up on the underwear.
Double
The
up on underwear and socks. I do.
Yeah, because usually, socks is house shoes too.
Yeah.
I looked at the weather and it's supposed to be, like, 80s, like 70s there. So it's not bad. Like, it's got that Vegas heat anyway, but then it's not going to be like 100. So this should be all right.
Yeah.
So my maneuver on takeoff. Also, my process for flying is I listen to 2 songs. I listen to Traveler Man by Mos Def, and I usually do that when I first sit down on the plane, and that's just usually I'm in my zone. But takeoff, and only at takeoff, which was difficult this last time I was taking off, flying out to Boston.
You listen to Amigos?
I had a 5:30 in the morning flight, and had been up the night before, just like I'm saying, it's terrible. And I was like, I could barely keep my eyes open long enough to do this, but it's a tradition, so I'm like, it's what I do. And I played this song by Bubba Sparks called Take Off. And one, I just love that fucking song, but true, it's like I literally put in my headphones, I close my eyes while we doing this, Because it's the worst fucking part of the whole decision process. Landing
And then, like in Cleveland, when you're heading out, they always end up doing like a U-E over the lake.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, like it's like you don't even go like straight at your target. You you fly this way, and then you're turning, and then you're going up, and
you going up, and you get to your air current, and you're trying to get into your basically your flight zone. And so I listen to Takeoff, and it's literally a plane taking off. That's why the song was like that. They were saying he's taking off from Hartsfield Jackson now. When I was little, it was just called Hartsfield International, but they since added my man Andrew Jackson's name to it. And usually that gets me through it. Like about that, by the time the song ends, it's about 2.5 minute song. We've gotten to just where it's starting to do this. As I make a gesture with my hand, people, I'm showing you how the flight is about 45 degrees straight up, but it's starting to slowly lean into that coming down. So I'm like, that's my move every time. It has been every flight for a very long time now.
The only thing I would say that I do try and make sure I do when it comes to flying is using the bathroom in the terminal before I get on the plane.
Yes, I don't never
because I do not want to get in the bathroom on the plane. Like, I'm a big dude. I don't want to be going in there. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I would hold it for an hour before I would get up and go pee in the airplane.
But like this cross country flight is so long that it's like you gotta just go to the bathroom.
You would like to think that, but I've gone to Hawaii. I've still never seen the inside of an airplane bathroom.
I'm saying you gotta go to the bathroom at the gate.
Oh yeah.
Before you get on a flight of that length.
Yeah.
You got to play with some tampons in the water a little bit.
I will say too, like I've flown as a kid to Vegas when I was like 12. Then I flew to Hawaii. Then I've flown to Vegas again when I was 30. I flew to Orlando last year. So in all those flights, I've never ever had headphones with me.
Yeah.
I forgot them the last time. And
It's a tradition to forget them.
no, so I mean, unfortunately it has been.
Yeah.
But this time, like, I am going to make sure that my headphones are in my drawstring bag.
Make sure they're charged up too. Now that you got the.
I have the mask is Bluetooth, but I'm bringing my corded headphones with me.
Okay.
I don't want to have the Bluetooth disconnected, and like if I'm listening to something, like it starts flooding the plane, Just the ASMR, like. But no, like so like I've been listening to audiobooks, and my plan is to just pick an audiobook and pop it in because the flight's like 4.5 hours, and just listen to that while we're put the mask on and try and just stay in my zone, put my head up against the wall of the plane, hope it doesn't crash while I'm asleep.
So you'll be done with your Game of Thrones, you say, in a couple hours. So what's up next for you?
See, that's the thing I got to figure out because, like, I have a couple, so I've remembered to cancel the Audible subscription the other day.
I just canceled my Audiobooks subscription today. Make sure that didn't re-up. It was going to get re-up in October, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
They got a free one, too, if you want to just hit them up for a free one. Audiobooks.com. Slide in there and get you a free one.
That's the thing, like, the library has, like, it seems like a pretty decent selection for free. So I was just going to peruse, like, what they have in, like, the new.
Yeah.
And see if there's anything that spoke to me, and then... like maybe go to like the self-help and see if there's something there.
Have you ever listened to Tatum Brown by what's his real name? Mick Foley?
I am aware of it, but I have never read it.
That book is incredible.
He was in Peanut Butter Falcon. Just want to shout that movie out again.
Okay.
That movie's so good, man.
Yeah, I for a while I used to listen to that book once a year. Like it's a good book. Didn't know a dude that got hit in the head with a chair so many times could write such a good book, but that's a good book.
I mean, yeah, he has his autobiography, he has that, and then he has like the Christmas book too, I think, right?
I don't know about a Christmas book, but I did know about.
Yeah, he's super into Santa.
Oh.
Like his house, he's got like a Santa Claus shrine, and he dresses up as Santa and stuff like that. So, I wasn't sure if I was gonna bring this up or not. Anthony knows what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So surprise the T.
Well, I mean, based on past experiences, I don't think you would have been too happy with my decision. So last night...
Can't be going in blackface, bro. It's a rule we have to abide by. I'm sorry.
Look, man, it was 1987. It was a different time. But last night here in Cleveland, Ohio, I went and saw Louis C.K.
Who cares? I thought you were going to go see Louis C.K.
I don't remember if I told you or not. But I was expecting there to be like protesters or people wilding out in like the theater and everything, but no, it was just like any other comedy show, except that like you knew that dude jerked off in front of people.
Yeah, I'm about to say, Roethlisberger comes here like once a year, right? So.
Well, but I mean, like, these things happen online, and like you're aware of it, and like you know who the people are because they're celebrities. But it's like it's different when like you're in the same room with them and you're like looking at them, and like it was kind of like what he was like bringing up a little bit during the set, because like it was like a masterfully woven tale of, I would say, like kind of like a personal retrospective on how people are cool with one thing in the moment, but then like down the line it's not cool anymore.
Yeah.
So like I don't want to give away his set, because I know like that's the whole reason he has us put the cell phones in the bag.
The yonder bag?
Yeah.
How was that experience?
Honestly, I feel like if I'd really tried, I could have just pried it apart with my hand. Because like I had it halfway open, and the whole thing is it's just a bag with a magnet. And when you go back out of the show, they put the little ball onto a platform, and then the bag pops back open. Okay. Like it deactivates the magnet.
Yeah.
But I'll say like he started out the show like, so he had 2 people go on before him. Lynn Koplitz, who's a comedian I've heard of before. She's kind of like older lady. And
is she from here?
No, she said she lived in New York.
Okay.
And then
so smart move to put a woman on the bill.
Yeah, but she like, I guess like they've known each other for a long time, and she said that she was happy to do the show, like the tour, because she loves Louis, and that was what she said. Her words, not mine. Okay. And then the second guy was from Youngstown, I guess, but he lives in New York. I couldn't remember the host kept saying his name and like talking really fast, and I was all the way in the back, so like I couldn't really pick up on it, but it had sort of a Polish-y ski sounding ending to it.
Rob Gronkowski?
Maybe. He did look like he had fantastic abs from afar.
I was going to say, was he selling CBD oil?
No, but like, it was kind of like when I watched the NZ's special on Netflix, and it was the first time I'd like heard him say anything since the story came out. Yeah. And so I was just kind of wondering where like the first thing he was going to say was going to be, if he was even going to like broach the subject or whatever.
Yeah.
So like, he comes up on stage, and there's this kind of like, almost like you see him doing this feeling out in his mind where he's looking around, wondering if like someone's gonna shout something, or if they're just gonna let him do his thing, or what.
He gave it a beat. Like he gave it a beat before he started.
Yeah. So he's up there, and then he kind of starts it off with like, and I'm paraphrasing because it's not like I have a transcript in front of me, but he goes, "Well, it's been a crazy 2 years. I've learned a lot, and I would say that I learned that if you ask someone if they can do something and they say yes, you should follow that up with, are you sure? And if they say yes to that, you just put the permission in your pocket and then don't do that shit anyway." And then like the set after that was basically just, it was broken up into certain subject matters, but they all, like I said, went right back to the thought of like, it was cool maybe at one time, but then after the fact, down the line, it's not like cool anymore. Like people's opinions change and the world changes, and so it wasn't like he didn't go up there on a rant on millennials and like complaining about people wronging him or anything. So like I felt like if he were in better standing in public eye with most people, like it's the kind of thing that like possibly could be like a Netflix special or something. Like it was that good.
I'm sure it still will.
Like, because the dude, like, even though like, yeah, this stuff happened, I'm sure he's still like a fan. He has his ability to be a fantastic comedian and road. So like, he at this point is just sprinkling in his personal experiences and kind of giving like a generalized theme of what his life has been compared to things that have happened in the past. Now, some of the subject matter I would imagine would be difficult for people to talk about, because they did mention, they talk about like the Holocaust and like mental handicaps and stuff. So.
Is that what we saying?
Yeah, but I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, he was the guy who pioneered like putting stuff on his own website.
Yeah.
So I don't think he's gonna he's probably
just something for $5 like he did that one show.
Yeah. I'm not trying to make it seem like he's like his 3 shows here, and like because he's playing tonight and he's here tomorrow. They all sold out in like 10 minutes. Yeah. Like I got the last 2 tickets of last night's showing. Like I know that because they were in my cart. I let them go. Then the 2 tickets went back into the pool. Then I plucked them out again. I put them back in the pool, and then I plucked them out again. I literally had the last 2 tickets in my cart 3 different times in the span of 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So I know that those were the last 2. But for me, like I'm not gonna say necessarily like my topics, my feelings on the whole subject, because we've gone down that road before. The thing I just wanted to say about it was, for me, the whole situation is interesting in that I'm fascinated by how you have to watch at this point someone's life basically change overnight in that regard, where like he went from I would assume genuinely like liked comedian, like top of his profession, like I'm not going to do a ranking system, but he's like one of the best comedians in the world.
He's a known commodity.
Yeah,
for sure.
And now he's up on stage talking about how like when he goes out to eat, you know, he has people staring at him from across the restaurant, flicking him off just because they know like they've read an article about him, and you know. And one thing he did say that I found was kind of interesting was when like shit happens, you find out who your real friends are.
Yeah.
And he was like, I want my fake friends back. But no, I mean like, because for me like, and I'm not trying to make light of what happened or anything like that, because I mean, and truth be told, at the end of the day, none of it's really my fucking business. Like, someone put an article on the internet, so I'm aware of it, but like, it didn't happen to me. No one I know. Like, it's not I shouldn't really have like shit to say about it per se, I guess.
It's funny. I was watching The Righteous Gemstones, and it was this lady that kind of looked like who's the lady from? Anyway, it was an actress I thought that looked like an actress, and it wasn't an actress. And I looked it up. I was like, oh, she kind of looked like the lady. Gosh, in the new. Gosh, man, I know this needs to be cut out. Anywho,
I would have helped you out, but I had no idea where you're going.
So
with
I was watching The Righteous Gemstones, and her name is on the tip of my tongue. She's blonde. She was in The 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Elizabeth Banks?
Yes. And I was like, this lady kind of looks like Elizabeth Banks. She's a redhead. And then, like I just saw when I was looking at the IMDb, I seen that this actress had said that Jeremy Piven was kind of pushing the boundaries with it. I'm like, yeah, she is a nice looking lady. I wonder if she was just trying to shoot a shot and it just went wrong. Cause that has to happen in Hollywood. It's like
and that's kind of like, did you end up watching that Bill Burr special?
I didn't watch it yet.
All right, well, this isn't gonna spoil anything, but he does have one joke in the show where he talks about how sometimes like people say something, but like the way they say it isn't how like it really is. Kind of like a girl like being like, "Oh no, stop," but in like a playful way. But it's like if you read the transcript back, it doesn't sound like that. And then he's like, "That's not the way she said it. That's not the way she said it." So like sometimes it is just lost in translation.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know the level he went at her, but I'm like.
But that's why they say like each person's experience is different and each point of view is different. You know?
Yeah.
But that's why I think like sometimes maybe we shouldn't be so quick to vilify and judge people based on what we hear or read.
But what are the results of that though? I mean, what happens?
I thought she looked like Elizabeth Banks a little bit. I was like,
is that the lady you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yes, yes, 100%. I can see that.
And I was like, I didn't know she was on Righteous Gemstones, and I was like, oh yeah. And so, but she said that Jeremy Piven like got at her.
Yeah.
And I was like, I was just thinking in the back of my head, it was just like, I don't know. Was it the approach? I don't like I said, I am totally ignorant to the situation. I don't know what he said to her, how he said it to her.
Yeah.
All I know is that.
Yeah, that can mean so many things.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's all based on the person's interpretation of how deep get at her means. Like, was he being rapey, or was he just flirting with you too hard and you didn't appreciate it?
That's too hard flirting though.
But that's my thing. It's all a person's perspective, right? It's like, each person's different. Like, I don't think there's like a set level.
Well, the whole point is.
But that's why I think like communication would be key. Like, just a hey, I appreciate it.
We've laid that down as a thing on our show. But I'm saying like. They people shout cancel culture all the time, but nobody really get canceled. Nobody.
I think
Tell me somebody who actually is like legit. Maybe you could
Carson Soze.
but no, because the guy who the one
guy's dead.
One guy died and one guy recanted. So immediately he like, well then I'm straight.
No, he's not straight still. Like what is he doing right now?
Right now I believe he's just doing stage work. But he's also a trained actor. Stage work is fine. It's like we don't cancel. We shift the fucking move. You know what I'm saying?
I kind of feel like even
Louis C.K. had a bad couple of years, like, and that the world was getting at him, and I'm sure even now it's probably like scary for him to go to certain cities because it's like this, it could go down from this audience. But his life ain't so bad. He's come back with some good material out of it. He is doing okay. I'm like, it sucks, and I get it. I know what you're saying. Like, you don't want anybody like it's like we shouldn't be.
Honestly, I feel like when it comes to Louis C.K. having like been there last night,
yeah,
and the time that's passed over the internet, I honestly feel like it's more at this point like businesses that are afraid of their brand taking a hit by being associated with them than it is people, because like I was there last night, man.
Packed house.
It was packed house. Like I said, 3 souls sold out in like 10 minutes, and it's not even like that. The audience last night was all men.
Yeah,
it was like 50-50.
And I understand that, like you like at the business aspect of it, but like if he was a guy starting out, he would definitely like everybody it's always been about power. Like anybody who's had it happen to him was able to like take it on the chin because of the money they already had.
Yeah. One of the things he said last night was, "I used to play arenas, and now I'm here right now."
Bah.
Not like shitting on Hilarities, but Hilarities is a small club with like only like so many people could fit. Like arena fits thousands.
Yeah.
But like, yet again, like I said, if he would have had the backing, he could have still sold out at the arena.
Yeah.
Like,
but that's why I said that a few minutes ago about the backing comes from like corporate stuff.
Yeah, it's
like they have to be willing to be like, we're gonna let Louis here, even because like they know there's gonna be like 100 people could be cool with it, and 5 people could be upset about it. But those 5 people are going to cause such a shitstorm that it's not worth it to that company's brand to put up with those 5 people shitstorm than the 100 people that are like, yeah, it's fine.
See, and at the same time, it's like if you really think about it. So it was about 100 or 150 people there, right?
Last night?
Yeah.
I would say probably like 300.
Okay, so that was closer to 1,000 because it was like 3 shows. So he could have sold out. He could have had an arena going.
Yeah, and I'm not saying that he doesn't have the cachet to sell out an arena. I'm saying the arena has to be willing to let him perform there.
Yeah, the field house won't let him. won't go for it. Which,
but the Playhouse probably would.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like
the Playhouse did let Aziz come before he had the Netflix special out. It was probably during the tour when he filmed
Aziz was a special case because kind of the approach to
the Aziz thing came across more as like a bad date misunderstanding. Whereas
he immediately came forward and was like, "Yo, I went down like this. I apologize in totality. I'm so very sorry, so forth and so on." I think he himself came at it a different way. So it's kind of like, all right. So we're all like, okay. But
that was a softer, like, I admit it, because it wasn't like, like a string of events.
Yeah.
Like, whereas like we admitted it.
It was one woman and
it was like wishy-washy at best.
Yeah.
Whereas like Louis was like 3, 4, 5 different instances.
Yeah.
So it's like that one was a little harder to be like,
let's not even go down this road again.
Well, no, I'm not.
I'm just saying,
I don't think we're arguing about it.
I don't think we're arguing about it. I'm just saying, like, for the listener's sake, I'm just thinking, like, we.
Well, I think what we're trying to say is like, it's probably more difficult for Louis C.K. to get into an arena situation now because Pepsi's like, I ain't putting in on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, just like for like in our Playhouse district. All those things are sponsored by somebody. Like one is like KeyBank, so that's more of the thing. Like they're not going to.
Yeah, whereas like the Comedy Club last night, the owner even put out a statement the other day because like there was like a Cleveland Scene article where they were having like one person wrote an article for the newspaper. I don't know if it was like they work for them or whatever. I assume they would, but it was
could have been an op-ed though.
Yeah.
So
and it was kind of like. Sort of like a how dare they have Louis here.
How dare you?
Yeah, but then Hilarities is like, look, we don't take sides on shit. This is a performance art studio.
I don't like that turn of phrase either. What side is being taken in that situation?
I guess like the side would be choosing, if they choose to not have him there, why would you not have him there unless you have an opinion on the matter? Like,
is that a side?
I mean, if you're choosing to not serve, why would you not serve unless you had an opinion on it?
Yeah, that's an opinion. That's not a. That's.
Having an opinion
to
where
say
you
choosing sides makes you. I guess you'd argue there are sides to this. It's not. He did it. He said he did it. There's no side. It's just a straight on at that point. There are no sides to that.
But like, if you don't let him come perform there, aren't you taking sort of a personal stand there because you're choosing to not allow him performance? So that is a side.
I don't know, but okay, what's the other side then?
The other side,
I guess is my question. If there's sides, tell me what the sides are.
The other side is the fact that that you're keeping him from performing because of what he did.
Yeah.
If he admitted it, he already brushed off not brushed off the situation, addressed the situation.
Okay.
Wrong things were done. He admitted doing those wrong things, and he's trying to move on. If he is not allowed to perform and continue on, that's picking a side. Like, you're not letting him do it because of hey, I admitted it. I did it. It might not have been.
I don't feel like there's sides here though.
That's okay. Let's change the word.
That's what I think needs to happen. I think if we throw it out there like if this is a possibility of choices, I'm like, not really.
There's a possibility of choices you can
he can perform or not.
Yeah, perform or not.
That's not sides. You can say that for anybody. You can be like, that comedian don't really bring the numbers like he used to. Scratty McGumbo don't do what he used to. I didn't choose a side there. I just didn't let that dude perform.
So what you saying that is kind of a choice. It's like before the tickets went on sale. Yeah. They don't know if Louis C.K. is going to fill out the house. They know there's certainly a level of controversy because you put out a statement. There was articles being written, and it's like, well, I don't know if he's going to, but I'm giving him a chance. Thus, picking, if we don't want to say a side, making a conscious choice.
Okay.
Making a conscious choice and saying we know that there's a level of controversy here with him being here.
Yeah.
So even I kind of feel because I don't even know the comedians it happened with him with, do they get a chance to come to hilarities? I don't know. I just kind of feel like
I'm trying to look it up to see if I can find
the article.
Yeah, the blurb.
But like I said, I just kind of feel like I'm kind of not. I kind of feel like this. Not with Louis C.K. because he admitted it, he talked about it. I just kind of feel like going forward, everybody just needs to do better with the situation, and I don't know. I don't feel like blurbs and stuff is necessary when.
It's weird. It's weird that somebody. I actually find it interesting that somebody was like, "How dare they have they're a house of comedy? They should have comedians there." I'm not. Yeah. I'm not. Look. Even though I know he's currently in the joint, if they wanted to have Bill Cosby on stage, it's a comedy club. They're supposed to do that.
Yeah, and the same time, I know they probably wouldn't. If even I kind of feel like at this point, they're going to pick and choose who they're going to do that with, and I kind of think that's bullshit too. If you're going to have Louis C.K. on.
Here we go. I found it.
Go ahead.
So this was in a Cleveland.com article 5 days ago.
Is it an actual article or is it an opinion?
It's Cleveland.com.
I know, but they sometimes they'll put op-ed or something at the top there or something. Was it? Welcome to the host laugh track. Colony man who is embarrassed for those brawling Indians fans. Mike McIntyre. Mike McIntyre. How do you pronounce that?
That's Michael McIntyre.
McIntyre. I'm sorry, I kept mispronouncing it.
So the beginning of the article just says Louis C.K. is going to be here these dates. Tickets are sold at this price. Blah blah blah. And then it goes into a brief little history of what he's been doing the last couple of years and what happened. And then there's a quote from the comedy club's owner, Nick Costas. He says, "Quote: We bring the best, the most popular, and the most sought after comics that people want to see. We're diverse in every category. We're not a filter or a screen. This art form has always reflected the pop culture and all of the tastes and interpretations and opinions in it.
Time out.
We're not. There's one sentence left.
All right, go ahead. Sorry.
We're not the gatekeeper of ideas and differences in viewpoints and values. We are a presentation space."
Now, I agree with. I don't agree with that in the least because I kind of feel like we in this town we have two different main comedy clubs. We got the white club and the black club.
Yeah.
That
The only white person that performs at the Black Club is Gary Owen.
and yeah.
I'm unaware of this. I don't go see a lot of comedy. I'm
Well,
sorry.
no, because I've gone to that club and I'm on their mailing list, so I get like the mail. I actually only get the mailer for that comedy club. I don't get one for the one I went to last night.
Yeah.
So yeah, you're talking about the Improv.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get mailers for the Improv all the time, and it's like John Witherspoon's there all the time.
Earthquake, yeah.
Earthquake. Like
Yeah,
like most of the people that were on like Cat Williams tour a couple years ago, like Lunel and all them. Yeah, and then it's like Gary Owen's here.
Yeah, like
some random ass white guy you've never heard of.
Yeah, if it's a white guy at the Improv, they're usually local.
Yeah.
Like, so for him saying diversity, like, yes, Nicole Byer is playing or played.
Yeah.
They have
this week.
They have a black guy there this weekend. I don't know. I don't remember his name. I don't know the guy. Like I've never seen him before. But they were like running his ads, and he's on the posters.
It's the one brother from Last Comic Stand. He always comes to town.
Bowden.
Yeah,
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Nicole Byers either has come or will be here. It's, coming soon. But
And she has.
She's like one night.
Yeah.
She's like a college. It's not black humor.
Yeah. So wait a minute. Is there more to that article? Or is it literally just they were like presenting his statement to them?
Then it just said the immediate sell indicates that obviously the public has spoken on this. And then it just says the Hilarity's website carries a long legal disclaimer basically assuring that none of CK's acts make it onto social media or it's open for critics. In addition to banning phones, the materials may not be copied, translated, transmitted, displayed, distributed, or reproduced verbatim.
So like he gonna be slam dunked, and it's an NBA thing.
Yeah. In whole or in any part, in any form, media or technology known or later developed without the express, written consent of
Known or later
CK.
developed is a nice caveat to add to your fucking writer.
Yeah.
You come with some new shit. I don't want it on now. I don't want it on the intelligent cube that you filming on now no more either. So that's not really article talking shit about the Louis coming through. That's just like saying
No,
hey,
but that wasn't the article I was originally talking about. That was
Okay.
just the article that I was saying had the blurb.
Had
in it.
the response from the club. Yeah, I've been hearing that a lot lately in the realm of comedy. People are like, comedy is meant to be challenge your thoughts and so forth and so on. And I'm like, I don't know if that's what comedy was meant to be. It is what comedy has become. Yeah. But I don't know if that's what comedy was supposed to be.
Mike E. Winfield. That's the black guy who's coming this weekend.
Okay.
I'm going through the calendar to see how many like non-white people are on the event calendar for the next couple months.
Okay.
And let's see here. So there's a black lady and a white lady show coming called The Pump and Dump.
The breast.
The breastfeed. They do a mom comedy.
Yeah.
Momedy?
Mike and Mike, Head and Paramore. I don't know. Two black guys.
I don't know their work.
I don't know those guys.
Let's see.
They both look like Urkel, by the way.
Bearded Urkel and not bearded Urkel and mustache Urkel.
Phoebe Robinson.
Oh, she's from here. That's the one.
Yeah, from like Bedford or something like that.
I don't know. I know she's from Two Dope Queens.
Yeah.
And she went to
Two Dope Queens, Phoebe. Yeah.
Yeah. She went to Hawkins.
All right, Bobby Lee is coming in November. Will we consider him
trash?
Hey, you got the dude who pooped himself on
from
Hot
Mad
Ones?
TV, yeah.
He pooped himself on Hot Ones?
That's the one who pooped himself on Hot Ones?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That guy's such a... that dude did so weird for no reason.
Oh, wow. Nicole Byer is actually like... I think they changed her date, because wasn't she supposed to be here like next month?
I thought she was supposed to be here
this month.
Yeah, I thought she was supposed to be here in September.
Yeah, she's here in January now, and she's got 3 days.
Oh, cool.
I think she always had a couple of days, but...
She's the second to last person on here. So yeah, that's it for non-whites on the calendar currently from September to January.
If you had to take a guess, how many were in between that were just white?
Like a percentage or number of people?
Just, I guess, just to take your shot in the dark like it was.
I would say probably like 20. But a lot of it was like the local comedian that did the vacation video, the Cleveland tourism video, he's got a show there every Tuesday. Okay. So he comes up on the calendar every week.
Cool. So can't count that.
And then there was like some show on there with it's like a murder mystery dinner.
Yeah, that's in the.
So that's there like every week, but it shows up on the calendar. So it's like that. Those ones repeat.
Yeah.
That murder mystery dinner is pretty fun.
I've never done one, but I know like I wouldn't mind doing one.
Well, maybe when you get back, we can look into that.
Good for your birthday, baby. Gotcha. So I mean, Louis C.K. came to town. You went to go see him. You have been motherfucking stage visiting dude these last few weeks. There's Lion King, there's Book of Mormon, there's Nick Crow. Yeah. You out here of sight and stage, man. I dig it. I like that you out here on the stroll.
Too bad they don't press your passport for that. It should be full of stamps.
Oh my goodness! But this week is Box's birthday. He'll be out of town on his birthday, punk ass. Going to go enjoy his life. How dare him? I was out of town on my birthday.
Hey, I'm not the one who planned the trip. I'm not the one who planned someone's 30th birthday 2 weeks before their birthday on someone else's birthday.
I don't know what to do with that at all, but
that's just an accurate description of the events that are occurring.
You make sure
take from that what you will.
You make sure, in general, on his actual birthday, I'll make it a point to social media up his birthday greetings from us. You make sure you tell him his happy birthday. Even by the time you hear this, it'll be well past birthday and more leaning toward Halloween. But you don't got to be on that bullshit. Just tell him happy birthday on his birthday.
Hey, my favorite time of the year is upon us. It is officially fall.
Thotumn is here, and Bach gonna be out there, thoughting it up, because that's what it goes down there.
I don't know about all that.
It's okay. Celebrate Thotumn.
Dude,
man.
I walked by the fucking pumpkin spice end cap at Giant Eagle 2 times on Sunday, looking at like the cereals and the muffin, recipes.
Did you see the story that the pumpkin spice spam sold out almost like in minutes?
Oh wow!
Really?
Yeah. So
I picked up a PSL bottle because they had like the Starbucks end cap right next to all that. And I was like, man, I wonder what this tastes like. And then I turned it around and looked at how much sugar content. I was like, I'm going to put you back down.
You live here now.
Yeah.
Stay.
I did pick up we have to do a We Tried soon because I got 3 different kinds of maple cookies
So
on my.
much stuff.
I now also have the mystery Oreos for us to try.
You also have Ruby Kit Kats.
I have 4 chocolate bars for us to try.
Yeah.
4.
So it is a good bit of stuff going on. We got some videos coming soon. At least one video, 2 videos, 3 possibly. So some stuff is going down. I literally was watching my man Ron Funch's show today. It was like, I like how his general setup. So
Do you guys got anything going on next? Well, we'll talk about that after.
we'll figure it out. So, but happy birthday, Box.
Thank you. I don't feel a day over 34.
This has been Stage Raging Milk episode 320. That is Tatum 216. That's Lunchbox 2099. I am the internet's Hero 713. Our missing man is the real ODP. Shouts out to him.
So since it's 3:20, do we smoke a jewel?
Just get our vape on.
Yeah.
They pull them bitches off the shelf quick as fuck too lately. But what is one to do? But you've just been podcasting, and I know you loved it. Peace.
I hope you
Hey,
loved it.
what happened to you? You used to be beautiful.